Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. So the next Dokkan Fest is on October 2nd. How do I know? Because they said so. Right here we have a screenshot of the, the producer's letter they put up last night. They're telling us about the change in summon format, and then right down there, event period is the 2nd of October, which means the next Dokkan Fest will release on October 2nd. We already know, whoops, I forgot to pull this up. We know exactly when the data download is going to be happening as well, because there is a preparation period, which if we go ahead and take a look right here, we can see that the preparation period is, it's the first EDT. That's interesting, because on Global, yeah, this is the thing where it starts getting wonky with, like, the dates and stuff like that, and this is the 30th EDT, so we'll see. But the 30th, I mean, I don't know, maybe Global is going to get their data download first or whatever. On the 30th, you know, we should have the data download. We'll have all of the details and stuff like that. But I think we'll probably see the teaser tomorrow. And we do know that Gogeta and Janemba, they're coming out on the 1st as well. Right? So what's probably going to happen is the data download will happen, you know, that's going to be like right around when it's going to go from the 30th to the 1st. And then I think Gogeta and Janemba will release a couple of hours after the data download. And then the Dokkan Fest will be the day afterwards, right? Is what's going to happen. They revealed Gogeta and Janemba super early. But, I mean, it's good. It gives us more time to build up hype, I guess. So we know that a Dokkan Fest is coming, right? Now, they did also tweet this out a couple of days ago. Unification of operation schedules video. And right near the end, they give us... God, I hate Twitter, man. Okay. Right near the end, they give us who's up next with that right there. Now, there's two different ways we could take this. Like this right here, I mean, I could just quickly jump over to this. You know, this is, you know, Tech Gogeta's... I wish I could just, like, mute stuff ahead of time, and like when I play it, it doesn't like auto turn the audio on. But anyway, there we go. So that's what that could be. A lot of us, including me, saw that and instantly thought potentially like Dirty Fireworks Vegeta as the next Dokkan Fest. So I would still say this is our most likely option right here, is this Vegeta. I don't really like him as a Dokkan Fest right now. I would much rather they kind of like tie into like existing teams and stuff like that. I don't see them adding another new category. They do not add many categories these days. We literally just got a new category, so I don't see one coming in. So his teams, look at this. Namek Saga. Now, I was thinking, oh, maybe there's a chance that Full Power Frieza and Super Saiyan Goku could EZA. They didn't EZA. So Namek Saga, we could throw that right in the trash. Pure Saiyan could always be a good team, but I don't... do you guys like the idea of Scouter Vegeta as a Pure Saiyan leader? Not really for me. Nah, I don't think so. Vegeta family, sure, could be one of his 3 leader skills. Same with Gifted Warriors. Dragon Ball Seekers, Inhuman Deeds, Planetary Destruction. I don't know. It seems like a bit of a mess to me. He is a Big Bad Boss's character, by the way, though. That is good. I just feel like it's a bit of a mess. I would rather not, because, again, hopefully he should have 3 leader skills, and it would be between these 3 categories. So maybe something like Planetary Destruction, but that would be our 5,000th one. So I don't know, maybe like Pure Saiyan Inhuman Deeds and Gifted Warriors or something like that. I don't know. It's just, it's not really hitting. That doesn't really hit. You know, maybe for Simi all that hits. We could do him. He could get a Dokkan Fest later on. So let's operate under the assumption that the little who's next is referring to this, which it could be. I mean, I think either is valid, because they could be pointing towards the Gogeta EZA very fairly. Don't forget that this is a thing that did take place. So they updated the SA animation effects for LR Goku and Piccolo, which typically happens when a character EZAs. This is back on August 4th. So this had nothing to do with the Roshi celebration, and it had nothing to do with the Worldwide Download celebration. So what does that lead us to? Could be the next Dokkan Fest. And then that's where we can come in with Garlic Jr. Sama. And now Garlic Jr. would actually be quite a spectacular Dokkan Fest right about now. I think it would work perfectly with how stacked movie bosses just became. Now, keep in mind, this Garlic Jr. specifically is not on movie bosses because this Garlic Jr. is from the arc. I am, pushing forth that they give us a DOKKANFEST Garlic Jr. from the first Dead Zone movie, and then he, of course, would be on movie bosses, right? So this is a terrifying conqueror character with big bad bosses, thirst for conquest, metamorphosis, nightmare. This is a god connector. Like, I consider myself a Garlic Jr. fan. I think the first Garlic Jr. that movie is good. It's very short. It's only like 39 minutes or something like that. That movie is good. I really enjoy that. This guy, I mean, keep in mind, we have First Form Frieza, who is the second worst release this year, behind the Ginyu Force, right? We got LR Turles. I mean, you guys understand. Like, imagine if we just got a DOKKANFEST version of this guy, where he is, like, supporting like this, but it's, like, 80% support instead, and he's, like, a defensive DOKKANFEST. And then you have First Form Frieza, who is a killer, by the way, offensively. And we'd have LR Turles, and we have LR Janemba, who could be on there. LR Janemba is probably a top 5 unit in the game. I mean, I'm going to wait to go crazy for several days until I could use him, but he probably is like a top 5 unit in the game, LR Janemba. And, I mean, LR Janemba's got big bad bosses and metamorphosis and shit like that, right? Like, this guy would link with Turles characters. He links with, like, Garlic Jr. would actually be such an elite choice right now. He's on so many of these teams. He's on Power Wishes, right? He's on Transformation Boost. Like, this guy would actually be a kick-ass DOKKANFEST. And he would synergize perfectly with releases they've set up for us. I would love Garlic Jr. as a DOKKANFEST right now. That shit would kick ass. I really do think so. So, like, if I had a number one pick for who the DOKKANFEST would be, I probably would pick Garlic Jr. Just because it really strengthens 2024. I think 2024 is already clinched best year ever in Dokkan history, easily. But I think that this really could nicely help tie some things together. Some of these releases, like LR Turles is good, but I'm not the biggest fan of him with the Broly team and stuff like that. Like, he's a good option you can run, but he doesn't work great with, like, Bio Broly's conditions or Int Broly's conditions and stuff like that. I'm just not dying to run LR Turles in that setup. But this setup, this would be a crazy setup for LR Turles. Now, so Garlic Jr. is a possibility. I probably should pull up others. Let me talk about this next one I had, and then I'll maybe think up one more, and then we'll finish up the video. But I also thought that there was a possibility we could get this. So if we take a look, these are the Gohans in-game right now, right? Now notice we have Gohan Kid, and then we have Gohan Youth, and then whoa. There's something that's not there, if you guys noticed. Something's not there. Let's jump over here. This is the, hold on. Let's turn the zoom down maybe a little bit. There we go. Okay. The Greatest Warrior is coming in October. What is the Greatest Warrior? That's this. That is, they're making the tutorial, the panel missions for version Z Goku and stuff like that, much more accessible, right? They're making it easier and stuff like that. We're getting an entire free-to-play team. It's possible this is in the day to download tomorrow, a lot of these characters, because, I mean, it is October, right? So, naturally, we could get a Saiyan Saga DOKKANFEST, I think. Gohan Youth Giant Ape, which, surprisingly, is not a character we've ever gotten. Now, they have not released one of these types of characters in quite some time. But I think that this could be a new named character, potentially a good character for them to drop. They could drop, Gohan. I guess I'm pushing Gohan from the end of the Saiyan Saga, right? The Gohan that kind of finishes Vegeta off, where he goes into Great Ape, and then he ends up landing on top of Vegeta and taking him down. That, I think, is what I would like to see as potentially a next DOKKANFEST. I would say, considering they're doing this, there's a good chance they're tying it into the Saiyan Saga. Is there potentially another Saiyan Saga character we could get? I suppose Krillin. I do like to bring it up on the Dokkan Wiki, actually. Because the one, like, type of page the Dokkan Wiki has built, which Dokkan Info and the Thieving 6 Dokkan Wiki don't have, is these, like, character disambiguations, which are really nice. So maybe Krillin could get his Dokkan Fest. They could make a Dokkan Fest version of this. I mean, the animations for this free-to-play LR Krillin are very good, but we never have gotten Dokkan Fest Krillin. They could do that. I mean, I guess at a certain point, a lot of these options here, you might notice, aren't super crazy. They're not exactly hype. Like, oh, first, you know, Dokkan Fest that's shared on Global and JP after the sync, and it's like Krillin or something like that. I don't know. A lot of people probably would love that it'd be Krillin, but I think we could do Krillin. So obviously this Krillin right here is, you know, Saiyan Saga. This is, you know, towards the end of the fight with Nappa right here, right before Goku shows up. I think that we could see this guy be a Dokkan Fest. Specifically, I'm talking more so about the Scattering Energy Wave, what he uses to finish off the Cybermen. And, I mean, maybe we could get, like, a nice TUR Cyberman character or something like that. Who's another Saiyan Saga Dokkan Fest we could get? We do have Raditz already. I think it's... Okay, so with the patterns and the rules that Dokkan sets, I always like to, like, believe they're going to follow them until they don't. So, as of right now, they don't EZA characters from a year until the anniversary headliners EZA. So, I'm going to assume Raditz cannot EZA yet. Although it would be that... Dude, the day we see the Raditz EZA in there is one of the hypest moments we get. But I would assume that Raditz can't EZA for this celebration. I guess that potentially might show up. Is there something... I mean, we could get a Nappa Dokkan Fest as well. I do think, like, Goku and Vegeta, I mean, that easily could be one half of Golden Week. You know, it could be Golden Week, it could be New Year's, it could be one half of Worldwide, one half of Anniversary. I think they could kind of get... Like, I don't... Saiyan Saga itself, no way could be, like, an entire Worldwide or something like that. I don't think OG Dragon Ball Saga could carry an entire Worldwide. But, like, if it's going to be one half of it, I do think that they could accomplish that. Or, like, a part of it. I mean, well, I mean, it was a part with no banners. But, I mean, the Bio Broly movie was a part in one of these major celebrations. But, again, it wasn't a part with banners. So, I guess that's important to mention. So, yeah, we could see Krillin. I guess, again, we could see Nappa. We never have gotten the Nappa Dokkan Fest. I really don't think Nappa would elicit a ton of interest. What categories does Nappa have? Well, I mean, he certainly would be good for First Form Frieza. I mean, we could get like a Terrifying Conqueror, Space Traveling Warrior, Saiyan Saga leader skill or something like that. Nappa as the leader for Terrifying Conquerors, though. I would really prefer the leader for that team have big bad bosses, though. Yeah, I don't know. Nappa Dokkan Fest really would be nice if he had more leader skills, huh? It almost feels like if they're gonna do him as a Dokkan Fest, like we need more categories that he's on. They gotta come up. Pretty great. Nappa's not an Exploding Rage, huh? I feel like Nappa could be on Exploding Rage. I guess they could just put him on it. Huh. I kind of want to think of one more Dokkan Fest. Maybe just a kind of, like, out there, like, Dokkan Fest that we potentially could see. Let me think of one more. Golden Frieza. Golden Frieza is the last one I would grab here. Now, Golden Frieza maybe would be a character that they shouldn't do right here. Because I think Golden Frieza... I've seen people, like... I've seen a lot of people toss out the idea of, like, a worldwide that would be, like, half Namek and half Resurrection F. I think that would work, right? Like, just centered around Goku and Frieza. I mean, we know because the 2018 Worldwide Download Celebration essentially was that theme, right? Where it was Goku and Frieza, essentially from the fight at Baba's Palace. And then the Part 2 LR was LR Goku and Frieza, right? And that obviously was before there was 4 units for these major celebrations. But we've only ever had one, like, Resurrection F or Villain Golden Frieza Dokkan Fest. We, of course, have had the 2 Angel Golden Frieza Dokkan Fest. By the way, this guy is really due up for an EZA. So, I mean, maybe we get like a Dokkan Fest version of this guy. Now, keep in mind that this guy is a movie boss's character. I would be pushing that we would get not a movie boss's version, but a super boss's version. Now, super bosses is, I mean, I don't want to call it a dead team, but super bosses is not as good as a lot of other teams. It's just Rose and Broly both accomplish the same thing, which is that they're outright not good enough as the leader of the team. They're just a couple of slot 2 characters. Those are, you could find slot 2 characters in infinity. There's a million of those characters who could be competitive after they attack defensively. Not tough to find. So it's like they're designed for Rose. I mean, he's a fairly solid character, but it just doesn't really work as a leader for a team. Hell no. It's the same issue that Roshi's team falls under. Like, without the leader being strong enough to really hold the team on their shoulders, the team will crumble quite a lot, which is what happens. Super Bosses dies a lot. Roshi's team dies a lot. Yeah, I don't know. Super Bosses all of a sudden, it just doesn't... I don't... It, like, if we had a new Dokkan Fest, like, a Dokkan Fest version of this guy modern day, that would be pretty nuts. By the way, I don't think this guy could easy either, because he's also a 2022 character, so... Yeah. Let me know what you guys would like to see as a Dokkan Fest. It probably is just gonna be this, Dirty Fireworks Scouter Vegeta. But, I mean, in particular, Garlic Jr. is my pick. If Amatsu, if secretly Amatsu contacted me and was asking for scheduling advice right here, Garlic Jr. is who I would pitch to him. Because Garlic Jr. fixes some of the loose tie, like the loose ties that we have this year. Not really LR Turles, who is, very capable on the Broly team, but First Form Frieza specifically. The LR Ginyu Force, I mean, you just file that away as an L. Special Post is not going to be a competitive team. No way. Right? Like, Topo is the best character on that team. Topo was good. But then Tanabata drops and Bulma and Goku and Frieza and stuff like that. And it's like, Topo's, a very solid character, but, I mean, those top TURs from pre-Tanabata, they're not as good as people think they are. Tech Vegeta, Angel Super Saiyan 3 Goku, stuff like that. Like, those characters, they could do some stuff, but they're not the top elite level characters right now. So, we'll see what this Dokkan Fest coming up is. Let me know who you guys would like to see, and I'll catch y'all next time.